back to my channel. This is the first video of a couple that I hope to make a playlist out of. So many people have been asking for easy, simple, lazy vegan recipes for people who work a lot or just don't like to cook or really don't know where to start. So I figured that it would be really great to start with a playlist so you can kind of try out a bunch of different recipes. Of course, always if you want more recipes, I've got a brand new cookbook out. It's an ebook. I will link it right here so you can see how you can purchase that if you want even more recipes. But these I've tried to keep super simple and something that you can make like on a weeknight if you get home late and you just want to make sure that you're eating something good. A lot of easy meals come down to preparation. So taking that one day every single week where you're either making a batch of rice or a batch of beans or a batch of pasta or whatever it is that you like, so that you can quickly just add in some fresh things on top of that, and then you have a meal within a matter of minutes. It's not difficult, it's not hard. Eating vegan is actually way quicker than it was when I ever ate meat and dairy, because things are just ready and they're fresh and you just throw it together and you make a great meal. So here is video one of a series that I hope to lengthen. And of course down below, let me know if there's any kind of meal or any kind of like flavors that you guys want to see in the future, and I will do my best to put those in there. So first I want to give you two options that you can make ahead of time. The first option is the sweet potato filling. You can make this ahead of time. It will totally work, staying in a glass container covered in your fridge for probably like 3 or 4 days. It's totally fine. So you're just taking the large holes of a cheese grater and you're grating the potatoes in them. Be really careful that you don't grate your fingers or your nail, because ouch. Now just stick it into a bowl. You're just going to add a little bit of seasoning. You're gonna add a tablespoon of olive oil to this, half a teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of cumin, and about a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper and salt. And then you just wanna mix it together so that all the spices are evenly spread. Now you're just going to pour out the sweet potatoes on a parchment paper lined baking sheet. Make sure that you spread this as evenly as possible. You just don't want to have any clumps. You want to let all of the sweet potatoes be spread so that they're not on top of each other. Once your oven has reached 375, you're just going to go ahead and pop it into the oven on the middle rack. Bake this for 30 to 45 minutes. You can check it halfway through, stir it around if you need, and just once they're a little bit browned, they are ready to go. The second thing you can make ahead of time is this lazy man salsa. This is everything that you're going to need. You can pause the video here so you can just check out those ingredients, but basically you're just going to chop up these ingredients and you're going to put them into a bowl. So I've got garlic, onion, corn in there, tomatoes, cilantro, and lime, and just some salt to taste. And then you're just gonna mix it all together. Of course, you can use fresh corn if you desire, but I'm just trying to make this as easy as possible, so I used frozen corn kernels. And go ahead and taste it, see what you feel like it needs a little bit more of. For me, that was a little bit of salt and a little bit of lime, and I can store this in the fridge for 2 to 3 days. On the night you decide that this is going to be the meal you want to eat, you're going to go ahead and preheat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit. If you have my ebook, you can make the jalapeno cheese from page 106. It tastes really, really lovely with this recipe. Or you can just use some vegan cream cheese and spread it on a tortilla. I'm trying to spread as close to the edges as possible, just because you get the most flavor that way. I am adding in here some refried beans. You don't have to use refried beans if you don't want, or you can use black beans, or you can just kind of tailor this to the taste that you like. I think that refried beans taste really great in this burrito, but whatever works for you is going to be the best. Next, take some of that sweet potato filling and add just a little bit so it covers the whole tortilla, and then also some of the Lazy Man's salsa. Now go ahead and pop this whole tortilla in the oven for 1 to 2 minutes on a parchment paper lined baking sheet, and it's just going to get really nice and crispy in those couple of minutes. Once it's done, just garnish it with whatever vegetables you want. I've just chopped up some cucumber, jalapeno, lettuce. I'm using 1/4 of an avocado for each burrito. And then of course this is optional, but you can always add a little bit of vegan sour cream. I really like this Tofutti brand. And then you're just going to roll up your burrito, and that is that. This makes 4 servings, so whether you have it as a family in one night or you eat it yourself over a few days, it's a really filling and tasty recipe that you can make if you do a little prep work in advance. So as you can see, there's plenty of things you can do in advance to make things easier on yourself for those times when you're in a hurry and you need to just grab something healthy. You don't have to resort to fast food. You don't have to resort to eating out all the time, and you can really have something healthy and nourishing right in your house, and half of it's already prepared, and then you just throw something else on top of it. So I will bring more of these videos to you guys. Let me know what kind of flavors you want to see, what kind of food that you like, and I will do my best to get that together for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.